Hello， 大家好，又係我 Nelson 啊！我非常之開心咧，我哋順利舉行咗 TCR 第10代同埋 Cadex Max 40嘅發佈會啊！咁喺呢一集咧，我就會帶大家講一講呢個 TCR 第10代同埋 Max 40嘅重點啦。然後我哋會帶大家翻台灣睇第1代至第9代嘅 TCR。然後壓軸嘅咧就係我同 Tom Dumoulin 嘅 interview 啦。第10代 TCR 咧，佢唔單止係車架上面做優化啦，佢成個系統成架車咁樣去做一個全面嘅提升啊！咁呢一代嘅 TCR 咧係有史嚟最輕量啦。剛性最強、效率最高嘅 TCR 同埋風阻係最低嘅。如果要做輕量咧，咁可以就咁減少啲物料啦。如果剛性要提高咧，可以咁加多啲物料啦。但係如果要做到又輕而且剛性又強咧，係絕對唔容易㗎。講起輕量咧，今代嘅 TCR 咧喺車架面積咧就減咗2%嘅。咁分別就喺上管啦同埋座管啦做咗優化啦。最明顯嘅咧就係你睇到佢後邊嘅後三角咧，冇咗以前有一個冚啦，而家變咗係兩支好似筷子咁嘅嘢啦。把手嘅部分咧都已經跟上潮流咧，11度嘅 flare 啦。咁喺剛性方面咧，佢主要嘅 area 咧都增強咗佢嘅剛性，分別喺把手啦、頭管啦、下管啦同埋 BV 咧去做咗一個剛性嘅強化嘅。Cold plating 呢個技術咧，佢可以令到佢生產出一體式碳纖嘅前三角啦。咁呢個情況下咧，就可以減少咗佢整體嘅重量啦，同埋增強嘅剛性嘅。咁就令到佢所需要嘅碳纖維布咧，就好似我手上呢一塊就係碳纖維布咧，嘅數量咧就大大減少咗啦。由以前可能300幾個碳纖維布咧，到今一代咧，淨係要用到270個碳纖維布。咁換言之，成個重量咧又會輕咗啦，但係同時間個剛性咧就會強咗嘅，就因為再配合埋頭先嗰個一體前三角嘅一個技術啦。咁呢個就係佢嘅碳纖維布啦。因為佢用少咗碳纖維布咧，佢都會更加之環保嘅。所以咧，今一代嘅 TCR 車架咧，佢車架中碼又可以做到690 gram， 而成車嘅重量咧係6.4 kg 嘅。講到 aero 方面咧，第10代嘅 TCR 咧對比上一代 TCR 咧就減咗4.2 瓦啦。除咗佢哋引入咗 overdrive aero 嘅頭管咧，佢喺車把方面啦，同埋呢個車架同車叉嘅方面咧，都做咗一個全面嘅提升。咁大家咧睇呢個切割圖、分割圖就會睇到一個對比啦。當然唔少得嘅，今一代 TCR 終於走咗內線啦。Cadex Max 40方面咧，佢嘅重量非常之輕啦，一對只有1249 gram 啦。佢嘅 hub 同埋 carbon 線咧係一體成型嘅，一體成型不得了喎。佢嘅 carbon 線咧係仲可以調校個張力㗎。今次嚟到台中 Giant 總部咧，除咗睇第10代嘅 TCR 咧，我哋帶大家一次過睇晒第1代到第9代嘅 TCR。咁啊，1997年係咩數字咧？除咗係香港回歸嘅年份啦，我自己出世嘅年份啦，咁就係 Giant 咧第一次推出呢個 TCR 第1代嘅年份啊。咁喺我隔離呢度咧，就係一部 Team On-Stage 嗰時踩嘅嗰架 TCR 啦。咁就係1997年第1代推出嘅。咁今日犀利咯喎！喺我哋呢個展廳咧，周圍咧全部嘅每一代嘅 TCR 咧都有擺出嚟，係俾大家睇嘅。咁喺呢度就有第2代嘅 TCR 啦，第2代 TCR 同埋佢嘅 TT version 啦。咁呢度就係第3代嘅 TCR 啦 ，T-Mobile 嘅車都有啦。咁第4代嘅 TCR 咧就引入咗佢哋非常之 iconic 嘅一個 ISP 嘅技術啦。咁就喺第4代去出現嘅。嚟到呢度就係第5代嘅 TCR 啦。咁第5代嘅 TCR 有咩特別咧？就係 Mark Cavendish 咧贏過4站嘅單站冠軍就喺呢架車度。咁仲有呢度就係第6代嘅 TCR 就 Rabobank 去踩啦，又係非常之有名嘅一個塗裝啦。咁呢度就係 Tim Epperson 啦，就係第7代嘅。咁啊，第8代咧就係我頭先訪問 Tom Dumoulin 咧贏環嘅嗰一代嘅 TCR 啦。咁跟住我哋近期睇到嘅 Jayco 嘅車隊嗰架車咧就係第9代嘅 TCR 啦。Very happy to have Tom here. So I'm Nelson from Hong Kong. Yeah, so say hi to the Hong Kong audience.
Hi guys.
Yeah. So Tom, we're here to introduce the new TCR, the 10th generation. So we know you won the Majority Italia back then on the TCR, so and I'm sure you have written the new TCR, so maybe you can tell us how do you feel about the new TCR?
Yeah, I've actually won the Giro d'Italia on the TCR in 2017 on the 8th generation. And I've actually been using all last 5 generations of the TCR. So for me, it's always been my personal favorite. Of course, I have a lot of emotions also about the bike. Right. And now they renewed it, and it's it's that real, true TCR feeling still with the new bike, but then perfected, you know. So it's cleaner. All the cables go internally. It's faster. It's lighter. It's stiffer. It's just that little bit of extra,
Right.
but still with the same TCR feeling that I'm used to, and most of the people that have been riding TCR in the past
It makes you want to go back to racing, I guess.
almost.
I still remember I was in the US and watching you racing, and that was the best Giro d'Italia that I've watched. It's very exciting.
Nice to hear. Yeah.
So as we discussed, you're now the global ambassador for Giant. So how does it be like? How do you feel like being the global ambassador for Giant?
For me, it's a natural way. Of course, I stopped my professional cycling career, but now I'm still loving the bike, and I love riding and go out with friends and do some events here and there.
Right.
And yeah, so for me, it's a logical way of being a Giant ambassador. Because, my best years and my best results were always on a Giant. I won the Giro on the Giant. I got world champion on the Giant. So. For me, it feels like the natural way of being an ambassador for the brand that brought me big successes. So I'm very happy to be the ambassador, and yeah, I'm proud of being part of this Giant family. Actually,
That's great.
Yeah.
So what is your future plan like after since you retired from racing now is the ambassador?
Yeah, enjoying life. No, but. Like I said, I still love riding the bike, and I still love the cycling world, so I'm very active also in the cycling world. I'm doing commentating also for the Dutch national TV, and being an ambassador, so traveling a little bit around the world also, in relationship to that ambassadorship. So yeah, just enjoying life on the bike still.
So since last time you were in Hong Kong, that was like 2018.
18, yeah.
So yeah, Hong Kong missed you a lot. So
Yeah, maybe if I'm there in the future, I'll definitely. Yeah, I love my time in 2018.
Right.
It was completely at the end of the season, so it was more relaxed. We had the Hammer Series
The last
back then.
Hammer Series.
Yeah, the last one. So it was quite relaxed, and I could really enjoy the city. We went to take our bikes, and we went up the viewpoint. So yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah, we would definitely love to have you back in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining the interview today. We will really great to meet
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Hello， 大家好，又係我 Nels， 我成日都有呢下嘅喎，屌！Hello， 大家係做到一體成型咁樣去整出，做到一體成型嘅前三角。OK， 佢可以做到咧前三一體成型嘅前三角，一體成型嘅前三角，一體式碳纖成型前三角，一體式嘅碳纖，一體式碳纖成型。點講呢個嘢？一體式碳纖成型前三角咧就係 OK。Cold plating，cold plating 呢個技術咧可以點咧 ？Cold plating 呢個技術咧可以 cold plating 呢個技術咧可以生產到一前三角咧係一體成型碳纖，可以生產出一體式碳纖成型前三角。Cold plating 呢個技術咧，佢嘅前三角咧係可以生產出一體式前三角，唔係好生產出前三啊 ！Cold plating 呢個技術咧，可以令到佢生產出一體式嘅前碳纖，漏咗碳纖，我會落去噶嘛
OK， 可以。
所以咧，今一代嘅車架咧，係咪咁啊？
好。
所以然後喺各嘅各。